Hello, my dear YouTube friends. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. So, I want to thank all the other content creators that have uploaded their premieres so far. I hope you enjoyed all of them. And, yeah, I am going to do an unboxing of this Christmas season mini Dazzlers. Then I will kit it up and we will work on it together while I answer some tag questions about Christmas. And I might, talk a little about our Christmas this year or past years. We will see how much time we will have in the end. And yeah, welcome. I hope you will enjoy the next, I don't know, 55 minutes or so that we have together. So yeah, let's get into it. If you don't know me, first up, if you don't know me, if you don't know my channel, my name is Mia. I live in Denmark with my husband and our 3 cats. And I've had my channel for about 2.5 years. And I really do hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already. And also hit that bell and choose all so you will be notified whenever I put up a new video. And also, would you please give this premiere a thumbs up? It really does help. So yeah, thank you so much and enjoy. We will see each other in the comments. Okay, so let's do this unboxing. This is the Christmas season mini Dazzlers from Diamond Art Club. Aren't they cute? Oh, I can't wait to see them. So, I just had issues. Thank you. I don't know, for some reason this thing here had grown onto the box, so I couldn't get it loose. So yeah, let's take a look what we all have in here. So we have the little bag of drills. We have the canvases. Oh, look at that bell. It's adorable. Then we have a sticker sheet, and we have 14 different colors. They are all fairy dust. What do you think of fairy dust? I really like them. I actually think they're my favorite specialty drills. And over here we have all the different canvases. We have a bell and ornaments, gingerbread, Christmas stocking, Santa Claus, and a Christmas tree. And all of that is also here in the back of this little, I don't know what you'll call it. You see this? It shines. It's almost like an aurora borealis, right? So yeah, anywho, that's the sticker sheet. And all these little stickers here, these little canvas pictures, are individually cut. The same is down here. You have a place to write your start and end date, and the information that the diamond shape is square, and each of these little canvases is 4 by 6 inches or 10.2 by 15.2 centimeters. And are they also cut? I don't know. I don't think so. But you can cut them out if you want to. Then we have our toolkit. We're going to take a look at that in a second. And then we have this little envelope. This little thank you for your purchase envelope. So here you have your kit content. You have the 6 canvases, superior quality diamonds, the twist and pick applicator with putty and multi-placers, a stackable tray with lid and stopper, inventory sheet with pre-cut sticker labels, and 15 reusable baggies. Then here in the middle, you have how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator, step-by-step instructions. Over here you have some QR codes for the mobile app on iPhone and Android, and the first time you purchase through the app, you will get a 20% off. Over here, you have a QR code to join the Facebook group once you've made your first purchase. Down here, you have all the socials. You can stop here if you want to know how to use and refill the Twist and Pick applicator. Okay, so let's take a look at this toolkit. Come on, you. I think they've made a slight upgrade to it again, but I'm not sure. I haven't opened one of the newer ones. So this is the Twist and Pick diamond painting pen. You can see the putty right there. And down here in this end, you have a 4-placer. You can take that out and replace it with any multi-placer you have. You can even put in the metallic ones if you choose those, if you prefer those. What you do is you turn this pen and then there should come putty out of the end here. It can take a second. Let's see. There you go. You see it comes out? Yeah. It pops out there. What you want to do when you place with this is you want to pick this off so it is flush with the pen. Otherwise, you will get it on your canvas and it'll make a mess. So yeah, make sure that it is flush with the pen. Like this. Okay? If you want to refill it, you just twist it backwards, and then this one is can be a little difficult. There you go. Pull this little thing out, and then you put in your wax or putty or whatever you want to use. It's really up to you. I have seen people put in wax, pull out all the putty and then put in wax instead. You can also use your own wax if you have a specific brand you prefer. You can really do as you please. And it is branded. Then you have your extra putty. You have your, there you go. You have a single placer if you prefer these brass tip. You just have to pull out this multi-placer and put it in here, and then you can dot away. The same goes for the 7-placer. Just put it in here, and yeah. And if you don't like to use putty, you have a piece of heart-shaped wax. And you have the tray. These are the new trays. They are stackable, and they come with a lid and with a stopper. And they are also branded. Let's see, can we find it? Yep, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. That is on either side. And what I like about these trays is, come on you. There you go. If you want to leave, if you have to go take a look at what the kids are doing or you're cooking or whatever, you can leave your drills in here because it isn't just sliding off. I really like that. I mean, we have all heard about the accidents, right? Where kids get their hands on it and they're just all over the place. This should help. And then you have the 15 resealable baggies. Let's put all of this down here again. That way we know where they are. Now, okay, let's put all of that over here. And then we can take a look at all our little cute canvases. So what I really like about these is that they are pre-framed, so you can really hang them like this if you want to. You have the bell, you have the ornaments, you have the cookies. Isn't that what they call them? Yeah, gingerbread cookies. The Christmas tree, you have Santa, and you have your Christmas stocking. They're so cute. They're so cute. I wonder which one I should do with you. We'll see. Maybe the Christmas tree or the gingerbread. So many cute ones. Okay, that's the canvases. And then we have the crinkly. I'm sorry. Oh, and they changed it. So now we just have one strand. Before you had, for each little canvas. Oh, I like this actually. So I'm not going to say the C, that means fairy dust, because they all have a C in front of it. So we have 3866, we have 606, we have 817, 842, 608, 3826, 841, 975, 3818, 977, 910, 911, 725, and 745. Beautiful colors. I love the greens. And look at that orange one. It looks a little dark. There you go. And I don't know. I had thought that there would be 666, that really, really bright red. But, yeah. So that is the drills. And I don't want to pack them away because we're going to do an unboxing in a sec. Unboxing. Kitting up in a second. I'm sorry. This is what my channel is usually like. I have issues getting the words out sometimes. That is because I have a degenerative condition, and it can make my words hard to come out sometimes. It can make it a little hard to get them out. But anyway, I will see you all in a second. Let's put these down here so you can see the canvases, because they're so cute and adorable. And yes, I will see you in a second when we start the kitting up process. Until then, okay, I am now ready to kit up. I have cut the little baggies out so I don't have that much crinkle. I have my stickers ready, and I have these little containers. I know they're big, but yeah. And I have some dryer sheet in case there are static in the drills. So let's do this. First one is 606. It's a beautiful red. Now let's see. Yep, we have some static, but not too bad. Nope, not too bad. The good thing about these big containers is I don't need a tray to put the drills in first. I do need a tray, I think, when I'm diamond painting, because these don't have the ridges, so I can shake it and all the drills are the right way up. So yeah, I hope so far, because I know this is Christmas Day and it's very early for the Americans, while for us over here in Europe it is early afternoon, and we most of Europe celebrated Christmas last night. So if you are in Europe, I hope you had a beautiful Christmas with your family or friends, whoever you celebrate with. And if you celebrate today, then I know it's quite early for you, and I hope you will have an amazing day with your family and whoever you're celebrating with. I was celebrating Christmas with my brother. Well, I will, because it's not yet Christmas while I'm filming this, but I will be celebrating Christmas with my brother and our niece and my husband, of course. Then our niece's mom and maternal grandmom will be there. And also David, my husband's brother, will be there. Sadly, his sister had to work, so she won't be here for Christmas. But you know, that's just the way it is sometimes when you're working, you know. Then you have to, you can't know if you have the day off, especially when you work with people like she does. But I am looking forward to it, because for me, Christmas is for kids. And Rosa is 4.5 and is so looking forward to Christmas. She is talking about, you know, who's coming and the food and whatnot. So that is going to be amazing. I can't wait for her to open up all her gifts, because last year we also celebrated Christmas with my brother. Well, basically the same people as this year, only David's brother wasn't there. He was working last year, and I think David's sister was celebrating with some family. I can't remember. It's a year ago. But we did celebrate with my brother and our niece last year, and Rosa enjoyed it immensely. She was in no hurry to go to bed. Last year she stayed up until 11, you know, because we took our time with presents and food and whatnot. So, you know, she got to stay up until she was tired and, you know, just done for the day. And I guess, if I remember correctly, she ended up saving some of the presents until the very next day, because there were so many. Like 90% of the gifts were for her, just as it should be, by the way. So yeah, she had a blast. I lost a trail. Oh, anyhow, there is usually more than enough, and I might find it later. There is a little static, but nothing too major. Don't you hate it when you have to sneeze and your sneeze more or less disappears? I hate that. It has happened to me a few times by now. And you're all ready and your nose is scrunched up and whatnot, and then it just vanishes. It might be me. Oh, look at that. I love the coating on these fairy dusts. They're so beautiful. Especially on this green one. I think this green is in the kit that I'm working on right now. I am doing some mini dazzles right now, you know, just to have small projects here up before Christmas. I needed something easy. And these little projects are amazing for that. So yeah, I've been working on, which one is it? Herbs and medicinal plants, I think. Also mini dazzles from Diamond Art Club. And they work up really fast, which I love that. So I did 2 earlier today and 1 late last night. And I mean, you can't complain about that. When you have to open these, you have to squeeze on the sides and then open. And there is static. Okay, we need to, at least in this one, we need to put in some dryer sheet. Hang on. I need to get them. Okay. Sorry for the sniffles, you guys. I have, well, it's not really a cold. It's just, I don't know. Every time I start filming, I get sniffly. And it's annoying. Other content creators that I follow say that they have, you know, their voice disappears on them or something like that. Which, isn't it kind of funny that whenever you want to film something, your voice just goes poof. Did I not pull out enough? No, I didn't. Oh well. I have more. I have more. Okay. I don't know. I thought 12 and I have 14. It's fine. It's fine. There you go. So yeah, we're celebrating with my brother, and Rosa is now 4.5, so she is so looking forward to it, and keep talking about who's coming and what we're gonna have for dinner that day. In Denmark, it is tradition that you have roasted duck in the oven, and also some roasted pork, and then you have well, white potatoes, and then you have some small potatoes that you take a pan and you put sugar and butter on it, and when it melts you put on these cold potatoes, and then it'll be like caramelized potatoes. This is something that most families eat over here. My husband's family, David's family, they in many years used honey instead, but they thankfully got away from that when I entered the family, because I do not like honey in any form. It is, I don't know, it's texture wise that I can't. I have something with textures in my mouth. It's the same with cheese. It just, yeah, it's weird in my mouth, and I am okay with being weird. So yeah. Let's see. Hang on a second, I'm gonna find some more containers. Okay, I found some just in another color, which, you know, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Have you bought all your Christmas presents yet? I need one more for Rosa. We don't. I mean, the only one we give Christmas presents for is Rosa. We stopped all the present giving and receiving years ago by now. Just because, I mean, who really needs anything? So, only Rosa gets presents. And we bought some Disney princess dolls when we were in Germany last, I think a week, maybe 14 days ago, we were in Germany. Denmark is a really small country. So where we live, David and I, we have about an hour to the border to Germany. And a lot of things can be bought cheaper in Germany. So we usually go down there, oh, I don't know, between 2 and 4 times a year to border shop, as they call it. But we don't just shop in the border shops. We also shop in some of the regular grocery stores down there because, I mean, food is also a lot cheaper than it is here. And they have stuff that we don't have, which I really, really like. I used to live in Berlin, the capital of Berlin. Berlin, oh my God. The capital of Germany. Like 25 years ago, I moved back home. So I really miss some of the foods they have down there. Yeah, you see this one has static as well. I'm just going to put some dryer sheet in every one of them. What do you use against static? I know there are so many methods by now that you can use. We don't have static guard over here, so I have never tried that. I usually use my dryer sheet like this. Other times, you know, I can blow into the bags and that'll help. But mostly I just use these dryer sheets because I haven't had any bad luck with them. I know other people say they don't work for them, but so far, so good. And also some people use alcohol in to put that in the baggies. And I haven't tried that either. Rubbing alcohol, I think it is. Haven't tried that either. But maybe one day I should. I don't know. I mean, the dryer sheet has so far worked well enough. So yeah. Oh, what else about Christmas? Yeah, the food. We were talking about the food. I'm sorry. I'm scatterbrained. So yeah, we make these caramelized potatoes, which is always the biggest hit in David's family. When he grew up, he told me that they rarely even had white potatoes because people never ate them anyway. They were always just having the caramelized potatoes, mostly because they were only, in many families, they are only made for Christmas. It's kind of like this is something we have especially for Christmas, you know. So, yeah, I like them. When I was a child, growing up, I wasn't really a big fan of them. I don't know why. Maybe it was just, you know, one of these ideas that kid has. Like, I don't like it because it looks different. You never know. I mean, I had some funny ideas as a child at what I could eat and not eat. So I will put away all this mess and I will be right back. Okay, I chose the bell to do. And I use my light pad because I'm blind if I don't have it. I can't see the symbols. Okay, so I have my pen from Leopard Leatherworks. And I have my tray from Bella Art Nicole. I have my drills up here. I'm sorry, I just brain fart again. So I have some tag questions that I'm going to answer over here. The first one is, what holiday traditions are you looking forward to the most this year? So a Danish, well, it's a Scandinavian tradition, or at least Northern European tradition, is that we dance around the Christmas tree. We do that before we open any packages, any Christmas presents. I have a piece of trash. We talked about this in a live that I did recently, and I don't know, for some reason, I had the idea that this was something that was wider spread around the world, but apparently not. So, but it is a tradition that I really like. You know, that before you open the presents, everybody there is gathering hands, and then we walk around the Christmas tree while singing Christmas carols, usually Danish ones, just because, you know, we live in Denmark and we do have our own carols. Some of them are translated, you know, from English ones, but most of them are written by at least European hymn writers. That is what I look forward to. And then also watching Rosa unbox. Oh my God, I'm too much of a diamond painter. Unwrap all her Christmas presents. I love how excited she gets about everything. Last year, one of her best presents was a bag of gummy bears. I mean, she is easily excited. So, you know, dancing around the Christmas tree, singing carols, and then watch Rosa open her presents. Those are my favorite things to do. Next is your Christmas tree real or fake? At my brother's, the Christmas tree is a real tree. At home, when we have ours up, it is a fake. We bought one years ago by now because we wanted, you know, to save the nature a little. Because usually you buy a Christmas tree and then after Christmas it's burned, or, you know, I don't know, do they do anything else but burn it? I don't know. But at least we wanted to be a little more, I don't know, green, which plastic, I don't know if it's green or not, but at least ours here at home is fake. What is your favorite Christmas movie? So my absolute favorite is The Grinch. The real Grinchian movie, the one with Jim Carrey in it. That is my absolute favorite Christmas movie. But I also like the one with Tim Allen. Do you believe in Santa? Or is it just the Santa Claus? I can't remember. But that series of 3 movies I really do like. Well, I'm not a big fan of number 3, but, you know, they belong together in my mind. Those are my favorite Christmas movies, but if I can only choose one, it's The Grinch. What is your favorite Christmas? Oh, by the way, you're more than allowed to answer these tag questions down below as well, because I'm curious and I want to know what your answers are. So please answer alongside me. So yeah, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Next one is, where do you usually spend your holiday? So for, I don't know how many years, we have been spending Christmas Eve here. Well, not exactly here, because we've only been living in this house for 3 years, but we have been, you know, the hosts of Christmas Eve for many, many years. And then people were invited and, you know, they could come or not. We invited the family, you know, and usually we would be at least David's family, which would back then would have been his parents, his siblings, his aunt and uncle. Sadly, we lost his dad back in 2015 to cancer. Then his aunt died in 21, and in 23 his mom died. So, and his uncle has moved away, gotten a new girlfriend, and he usually spent Christmas with them because that is a bigger family. So in his family, it's only David and I and his brother and sister left. And then since Rosa was born, I have wanted to celebrate Christmas with her as well, because Christmas is for the kids. And we celebrated, the first time we celebrated Christmas with Rosa was when she was 1.5 years. She's born in the summer. So that was the first time. Then last year we were celebrating, and then this year. But I do hope that I might be able to convince my brother that they come out here next year. I understand his feelings so far, to be at his home where he could just put Rosa to bed. But, next year she will be 5, and we could basically just tuck her in our bed, and then when we're done, just, drive my brother and her home. Because we live in a small village just outside of the city where my brother and Rosa lives, and the city I grew up in. And it takes about, 10 minutes to drive them home. So, that will be easier both for my brother, but also, for me, because my brother is a single dad, and he has enough in his own life. So I'm like, why not just let us do the cooking, and then you can bring something, which is what we've always done in David's family. Nobody had to do everything. So we would say, okay, you bring this or you bring that. And then everybody helped out, which that is a thing that I really, really like. So, yes. Next is, what is your favorite Christmas song? I have 2. None of them are traditional Christmas songs, if you want. One of them is Funky Funky Christmas by New Kids on the Block. Yes, I am a huge blockhead, and I am proud to admit it. And Funky Funky Christmas is just a happy, happy song for me. I really, really like it. I'm not going to sing it here because copyright infringement and whatnot, but that is my absolutely favorite Christmas song. I then also have a Danish Christmas song that I like. It is, translated, it is called Now We Light 1,000 Christmas Lights. It is sung by this guy named Stig Rossen. He is both a singer, but also he has done a lot of acting, like musicals, and he has an amazing voice. He does Christmas concerts every year. I have seen him in those concerts once, and every year I'm talking about, to David, I want to go again, and every year I forget to buy tickets because they sell out so fast. So, yeah, and again this year I forgot, which it is a tradition by now that I forget to buy them. So, yeah, but those 2 are my absolute favorite Christmas songs. So, yeah, what are your? Let me know down in the comment field or in the live chat if you're here right now. I would love to know. There are so many great Christmas songs. Okay. Next is, what is your all-time favorite holiday food or sweet treat? I love baking Christmas cookies. I love doing that. And I haven't done that yet, but I will. I will. But one of those, and again, these are Danish ones, so probably won't know them. But they're kind of like not really a sugar cookie. They're made with syrup and butter and brown sugar and a lot of flour and, caramelized orange shell that you chop up. And then, of course, there are different spices in it, but they taste amazing. I got the recipe from my best friend, and I don't know where she got it from, but that is the best cookies that I have ever tasted of this kind. I love them. I have to put them away when I've baked them and then say to myself, you can have one a day, otherwise they will all be gone in a second. That is how much I love them. Yeah. And then we make something called vanilla wreaths. I love those as well. That recipe is from David's family, a very old family recipe. So those are special too. And there is this little tradition with these wreaths, is that you usually say that the holes in them, you have to blow them out before you eat the cookie so that the ghost can have them. It doesn't make sense for a lot of people, and they will look weirdly at you when they take a cookie and you say, don't forget to blow out the hole. And yeah. It's one of those, little weird things. And not everybody in Denmark knows it, actually, which, I don't know. I thought everybody knew that, but apparently not. And that is fine as well. Did I just pull it out so you couldn't see it? Oh, well. So that is the sweet treat. Be honest, do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts the best? So I like giving gifts to Rosa. Like I said before, otherwise I don't give gifts. I only buy gifts for Rosa. When I was younger, I loved getting gifts. But I also enjoyed, going out and buying them. I wasn't very creative, so I needed a list. People had to make me a list and let me know what they wanted for Christmas. Because usually I would, back when I worked, I didn't have a lot of time. I don't work now because I'm on the Danish equivalent to disability. So some would say that I have a lot of time to buy now, only I don't like to. I'm a kind of introverted, or maybe I have become introverted. I'm not sure, but I feel at best, when I'm home or with people I know. I'm not a big fan of going into the town to shop. I just, I go down there when I have to. If I have to go visit my doctor or get a haircut or something, I go in there. Other than that, I stay at home. But as it is now, I love buying gifts for Rosa. I love finding little knickknacks that she can use. Usually she will get some toys, but I also make sure to ask my brother if she has something, practical that she needs. Last year, we gave her children's knives, like real stainless steel knives that wasn't, they couldn't cut anything up, but they were these little plastic knives as well, that can't even cut anything. And those she got last year because she needed them. She had all the forks she needed. She just needed those knives. So she got those together with a lot of, well, not a lot. She got some toys. And then she got the gummy bears from us because she really wanted those. I don't know why. That girl loved her gummy bears. So, yeah. And this year we bought some Disney princess dolls for her. And then my brother told us that she needs a bookshelf thing from IKEA, a Kallax. So I will probably go to IKEA and purchase one of those for her because, she needs it and we have the opportunity to buy it. So yeah, that is the gifts that I have to buy. I don't know if I might take a photograph of Rosa and print that out for my brother, put it in a frame. I don't know yet. Maybe. We'll see. I still have 11 days for Christmas, so yep. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? My favorite thing about Christmas? Spending time with family and friends and all the good food. That is what Christmas is about for me, which is also why we dropped all the presents because, one, we don't need anything. I mean, if you're a grown-up above 25, usually maybe even 30, you have everything you need. I mean, we have, I don't know, if we need a book or a CD or, whatever, we will go buy it. We don't, as we did when we were younger, we wouldn't sit and wait for Christmas to buy it. We will just go downtown and buy it or go online and buy it, Oftentimes, most music is online. I mean, I listen to a lot of music on Spotify. So, I mean, I don't need to buy a lot of CDs. I do want all my New Kids on the Block albums. I want those physically in my hand. So those I will buy, but I'll buy them myself because, they rarely are released around Christmas, and I am not waiting all year to get them. I want them when they're released. And yes, that might seem foolish, but again, that's just the way I work. And since we don't, give or receive presents other than for Rosa, it's easy. I just buy it when I need it. So yeah. But the good food and family is what I am excited about. Next one is, when do you start getting excited for Christmas? Around now. I look forward to Christmas because Rosa is looking forward to Christmas. I have a weird relationship with Christmas. When I grew up, Christmas wasn't really a lot of fun, especially not when I became a teenager and a lot of stuff happened in the family, so people stopped So our family stopped celebrating Christmas together, mostly because of drama involving my mom. So we were usually at home, just the four of us, and my mom worked at a hospital at that time, cleaning and serving dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever time she was working for the patients. And she would usually work on Christmas. So she would be home, I don't know, about 6:30 p.m. And she wouldn't let any of us touch the food. She would have prepared most of it before she left for work at around 4. And then when she came home rushing, she was so stressed because she had to finish, making the food. So she got angry, and if one said something wrong, no matter, what it was wrong in her head, she would get angry and yell and scream, and yeah, it wasn't a lot of fun. And one Christmas, she threw me out. She said that I could leave the house and whatever. I can't even. She did that twice, actually. But I was around 15 the first time. So when January rolled around and everything was open again, I went to the city hall and asked to be removed from home because, and then of course they had to have my parents' permission to do that. And then all of a sudden my mom had never said that. So I had to stay, even though I did try to convince my social worker to let me move out anyway. But that wasn't how it worked back in the 90s. At least not here. I don't know if it's different in other countries, but that's how it worked here at that time. So, yeah. And in general, my childhood wasn't the best, but that's not really. So that is one of the reasons that I'm not really into Christmas. For many, many years, Christmas was just something, that had to be done for the sake of mostly David, because before David, I would actually rather work on Christmas than spend it, with family. So if I could, I would work on Christmas. I worked the first Christmas David and I got together, and then they told me, oh, when you're off, you could just come here. And I'm like, no, I've been working all day and afternoon. I would get to work at, 3 p.m., maybe a little before, and then I'd be off about 11 p.m. So I'd be a little busted in my head. So I just went home and relaxed, opened some presents and whatnot. But since then, I've celebrated with David and his family mostly. So yeah. But I get excited, when Rosa really, and then around now, mostly because of Rosa. Because of her joy and how much she's looking forward to Christmas and talking about it. And I love that for her. I hope that she will always love Christmas. So yeah. What is the best Christmas gift you have ever received? This isn't really a received Christmas present, but back in 2007, David and I bought a house, and we signed the papers on, was it the 22nd of December? So we said it was a Christmas present from us to us. So I think that is the best present ever. The next question is, what's the worst present you ever received? Oh, some of all the weird things my mom have given us during the years. She had this closet. I don't know if she still has it. She probably has. But she has a closet in her basement with all sort of weird stuff that she purchased cheap throughout the year. And usually she would find something in that closet and we would get that, weird stuff that we could never use. So often, we would keep it for a while and then throw it out because it wasn't something we could use. I mean, she would come with some towels, even though we had all the towels we needed. So, and they didn't match in any way the ones that we already had. So, yeah. Or some weird sort of, soap perfume set that none of us really liked. Even though, she would usually ask, so do you have any wishes? And we would tell her, oh, something in this vicinity of stuff. But I'm like, why do you ever ask when you don't even look at it, I don't know. What would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season? When I lived in Berlin many, many, many years ago, I was at Christmas markets down there, and I want to visit those again one day. I really hope that I will. So, yeah, and now I don't really have a lot of time for any more questions, and we didn't get to finish this one. If I finish it before I have to put this video up, I will put in a picture of the finished one. But please hang around and watch the next content creator and all the other ones during the day. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful holiday and Christmas season. And yeah, hopefully I will see you on my channel again. Until then, take care. Bye, everybody. Bye.